So we just want to make everyone aware of what we're currently doing and let you know that preparing students for what's next after high school is such a priority for Volusia County Schools that we've written it into our strategic plan with very specific goals to try to increase all of these opportunities and make connections for students. So these are our 5 goals in our current strategic plan. And we have career goals embedded at each level along the way. Career exploration is really at the crux of preparing students at all levels for what kind of careers are out there. And it's our job to try to make sure that they understand what their options are. We are very excited to bring back junior achievement. Many of you who've been around for a while might remember we had junior achievement. It was very successful in our community, and we're bringing it back with a bang. And it is actually written as a goal in our strategic plan. And we've been working with our 8th grade teachers, having training all this past year. And we have found out that we need about 600 volunteers in order to deliver the curriculum, the business partners who will go into classrooms this year and deliver curriculum. So we're very excited with that. And then of course, what we're here to talk about more this morning is about the YouScience piece. We're so thrilled that the Daytona Chamber, and specifically Ken Phelps, came forward with YouScience and partnered with CareerSource through a grant to be able to provide this tool to our school system and our students. And we really see these 2 pieces as being like the cornerstone of helping to allow students to really see what's next. What kind of things am I good at? What kind of things do I like to do? And how do I figure out how to make that into a viable career path? So when we're building pathways, we want students and parents to be able to see a clear line of sight. How do I prepare myself if I'm interested in, let's see, say IT in that area? What kind of classes do we have available in middle school that can help pique their interests? What kind of high school programs or career academies, which are a more focused career pathway? And then how do we directly connect all of that to what's available at Daytona State and all of our local colleges and universities so that they can see the progression right into the workforce? Now, I know you can't see all this, but this slide is just to show you there are a huge plethora of opportunities for students in Volusia County Schools. These are all career and technical education courses that are available. So there are 91 different programs available across Volusia County Schools in middle and high school. So students have a wide variety of coursework that they can take according to what their interests are. And we want them to try lots of different things because in high school, this is where it's safe for you to try something and go, you know, that's not for me. I don't really want to do that anymore. Mark that off my list and go on to the next thing and try it where it's safe. They're not spending money in college dabbling in different courses. We want them to try things while they're in middle and high school. The game changer that has come on to the scene in the past 10 to 15 years are industry certifications. Our high school students are able to earn adult level industry certifications that if you or I wanted to be certified in something, we might have to spend $500 and take a course and sit for an exam to get a specific industry certification. Our students are able to get these in high school at no cost. Many of our high school students graduate with multiple industry certifications across the board. One that you might recognize would be Adobe products, so Inventor, Illustrator. We have students earning their patient care technician. So it's a very wide range of industry certifications they can earn. So I'll pull out one statistic there is 4,454 students earned an industry certification in 2021, which was 3 times higher than in 2019. So even amidst everything that happened with the pandemic, we were still delivering that curriculum, and our students were still excelling in these industry certifications. So we're very proud of that statistic particularly. We also offer OJT and internships. OJT is on-the-job training. These are for students generally in their 11th and 12th grade year. I always like to say that by 11th and 12th grade, we want 1 foot in high school and 1 foot out in the workforce. That's what we want to help prepare them so that they, again, get some experience, get the chance to talk to an employer, and maybe they act oftentimes as a mentor to that student to help guide them. What kind of education did you get? You know, which pathway do you think I would be better suited for? Really kind of getting some career guidance at the same time. But we're building those pre-apprenticeship pathways and clinical internships, especially in our healthcare academies, where those students are able to really see what that career path will look like and get some real experience. And we had a 9% increase in work-based learning kinds of opportunities. Work-based learning includes job shadowing and internships. So that's really where they're actually connected to a business in some way. And like, I'll give an example. Our engineering academy at DeLand High School, we work with local engineering firms, and the students in their senior year, their whole spring semester, half of the day is spent at a business location where they are in a traditional type internship. Obviously it's not paid, but they do get credit as that shows up on their transcript. So it is part of their coursework. Career dual enrollment has also increased dramatically in the past several years. So these are opportunities, generally we work with Daytona State. We have some career dual enrollment through Embry-Riddle, some through Kaiser University, so that students are able to take college level coursework while they're still in high school. So they fast track, if you will, through their entry level coursework. As they're moving along, and that again is at no cost to the student. So we work with Daytona State in particular as our largest career dual enrollment partner to try to make, again, that seamless transition from high school into a college program where it just makes everything so much easier so that they can move right through. Again, with a thought of trying to get them out and employable as quickly as possible and get them into your businesses. Last year we had 42 students attend the Advanced Technology College in construction, culinary, auto collision, and welding. Welding was really big. We had the largest number of females in welding this year, and that was very successful. Pre-apprenticeships. This is one that has been harder to tackle for us because of the age limits in many of our local manufacturers in particular. We can't get students who are under the age of 18 on a production floor. But we have succeeded in bringing about a 4-year program and 2-year pre-apprentice programs. We have the HVAC program at Pine Ridge High School, and it's sponsored by local pipe fitters and plumbers union. The Advanced Technology College is part of that, and it's a registered Florida pre-apprenticeship program. The next one that we have coming online, you saw a video there that Christine showed you from Carter Electric. They are one of our key sponsors, along with Giles Electric and Chincher Electric, to bring about 2 new electricity programs that will be starting in the fall. We have a program that is a 4-year program that will be rolled out right down the street at Mainland High School, and then we have a 2-year program that will be at Taylor Middle High School. So we're really excited about that. The Florida Federation for Advanced Manufacturing, or FAME program, is another one you saw in Christine's videos. This is a unique collaboration and really a very unique one-of-a-kind program to help students get into advanced manufacturing and earn an advanced manufacturing technician degree in 2 years, while at the same time they're working with a local manufacturer. So they have on-the-job work as part of their education. They are paid, and basically they can leave with that 2-year degree with very little loans. It's almost, if they have any kind of assistance, it's almost a wash as far as their financial commitment. And if they do a good job, they all have an automatic career path with the company that they've been working with. So we're very excited to continue to expand that and get more and more students involved in that. So, how can you get involved in all of these, wide variety of things that we have happening in Volusia County Schools? We are looking for a wide variety of ways for folks to plug in. Curriculum development is very important. We want our curriculum in all of our career and technical classes to be current and applicable. So we often look to our business partners to say, take a look at the frameworks, take a look at what we're teaching. Is there something we need to cut out that maybe is outdated or no longer needed? Is there something we need to add that has really become much more relevant? We want your input. We also need professional development sometimes for some of our professionals. Many of our career and technical educators are coming from the world of work, business, and coming in as a teacher, like our health academy teachers. They are mostly all nurses, or some are EMTs who are coming into the education profession. But we want that kind of faculty development that perhaps you can provide through your resources as well. Industry updates. Again, what's current? What do we need to know? What's changing in the future? Equipment consultation is very important because we purchase a lot of equipment for students to learn in the classroom, and we don't want to invest in equipment that is either outdated or perhaps something that you just look at and go, well, why are they getting an industry certification in EKG? We really don't need that anymore. Or maybe it's something different that we need to pivot to. Classroom resources. Many times we get donations from, I'm thinking of our local hospitals who oftentimes donate excess supplies that our school nurses use. There's a whole host of ways that perhaps you have some equipment that you're transitioning out that maybe our students could use as a trainer model or something in the classroom. We have career and technical education competitions, or CTSOs, where our students actually compete with students around the state and then oftentimes around the country. So we're looking for sponsorships for those. We're also looking for judges. When we have these big events, oftentimes we have to come up with hundreds of judges because we have students coming in for competition. It's a very wonderful experience to see these kids in action. We have advisory boards for all of our academies. They have to have at least 8 members on an advisory board. So we're looking for our business professionals who are leaders in those fields to step in and offer some time to be on an advisory board. We have job fairs. We have a large job fair for the district, and we also have smaller fairs that each of our schools put on individually. So that's a great place to plug in. Then, of course, we get to the internships and on-the-job training. That's really where the rubber meets the road. We are always looking for businesses who are open to having young people come in and experience this type of work-based learning. And if your company's not, maybe not ready to do just that, then I would say, how about job shadowing, where they just come and spend part of a day walking around with you to see what your job is like. Or you could come into the classroom and be a guest speaker. That is, again, very valuable for our students to learn more about that career. And then, of course, we continue through grants that we're earning at the state and the federal level to expand pre-apprenticeship. So we expect that those opportunities will continue to grow over the years. But that, in a nutshell, are all the things that are happening currently, and there are lots of places for you to be able to plug in. I work with partnerships across the district, so I'm constantly looking for new people to bring on board and get them excited to see all the things that are happening. I think oftentimes when you get in the classroom and you see what's happening, you get that fire for getting more involved and seeing what's out there and helping young people.